Hi guys, good day. Thank you for joining this English learning. And today let us learn English with Sakura. Have you asked your parents that you do not want to apply a job in future? Have your parents always educated you? If you do not study harder, you cannot get a good offer and cannot earn your living. Have you faced about questions before? Or have you still been out your whole life for earn a living? Let us see how Saguru responds for this kind of question. Saguru explains that his own capabilities never left him in doubt as to whether he could make a living, sometimes much to his father's chagrin. Okay, let us go through the vocabulary firstly. Vocabulary: chagrin,懊恼 chagrin. Inventive 有创意 having the ability to create or design new things or to think originally. Inventive having the ability to create or design new things or to think originally. Dictate meaning 规定 an order or principle that must be obeyed. Principle that must be obeyed. Termite insect, ant. Consciousness 意识 the state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. The state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. Smother cannot breathe 窒息 smother kill someone by covering their nose and mouth so that they suffocate. I dreamed a stranger was trying to kill me by smothering me with a pillow. Smother cannot breathe. Irresponsible 的反义词啊。Occupy to fill, exist in, or use a place or period of time. Occupy to fill, exist in, or use a place or period of time. Pursue, follow or chase someone or something. Follow or chase 追求。And a container is used for holding a dead person's ashes. And decent 体面。Conforming with generally accepted standards of respectable or moral behavior. Conforming with generally accepted standards of respectable or moral behavior. Conforming with generally accepted standards of respectable or moral behavior. Conforming with generally accepted standards of respectable or moral behavior. Descent. Okay, let's go through the article. Inventive. In my whole life, I never thought of any living. My dear father used to break his head. This boy has no fear in his heart. What will happen to him? I used to wonder. I thought fear was a problem, but now not having fear is a problem. According to the dictates of the time, I was supposed to become a doctor because my father was a doctor. But at the age of 10, I told him, that's one thing I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be a doctor. I will never apply for a job in my life. I walk into the forest and dig something and eat, but I will not apply for a job. He asked me, why? What's your problem with the job? I told him, I'm not going to sit behind a table and earn a living. I will never ever do that in my life. If it is necessary, I will walk into the jungle. I know how to live in the forest. I had already lived in the forest. I ate honey, termites, this and that. I managed. I knew I could manage because there was enough forest left for me. Even an ant, which has 1 millionth of your brain, is capable of any living. What is a human being's problem with such a big brain? Living is a pretty thing for human consciousness, but unfortunately, the whole of humanity is investing all in its energies and intelligence in just any living. All human genius has been smothered to death simply because everyone is thinking, how do I earn a living? It is not that you shouldn't earn your living, but it need not occupy the entirety of human consciousness. If you just earn, and die, all you will get is the earn. Maybe an expensive aim. If you manage your body, mind, and energies properly, you can earn a decent living with 4 hours of work a day. You must always be looking at what is the greatest thing you can do with this life. My father thought I was utterly irresponsible, but I was not irresponsible. I was pursuing life. I wanted to know what life is, and I pursued my passion. Wherever I sat, I wanted to know what it is. I practiced that full time. Yeah, that's very good article. Let me repeat this page again. It is not that you shouldn't earn your living, but it need not occupy the entirety of human consciousness. If you just earn, and die, all you will get is the maybe an expensive If you manage your body, mind, and energies properly, you can earn a decent living with 4 hours of work a day. You must always be looking at what is the greatest thing you can do with this life. My father thought I was utterly irresponsible, but I was not irresponsible. I was pursuing life. I wanted to know what life is, and I pursued my passion. Wherever I sat, I wanted to know what it is. I practiced that full time. Okay, that's all. Yes, actually, I started to always concern about living after I have family. If I quit my job, how can I feed my family? Which, when I was young, I never worried about any living. Now my baby is 4 years old. Most people think we when child grow to 18 years, then we can release ourselves to new and free life. So before that, I still need to fight for 14 years. 14 years, not so bad. Sakura was already released much things for me, so at least I live joyful. Even sometimes I'm frustrated. Yeah, that's all. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. Wish this article can help you, inspire you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.